A girl fainted at an altitude of 10,000 meters. As her falling speed increased, the woman suddenly woke up. She tried to grab the cable in the hot air balloon, but it was too late. When the woman opened her eyes again, she found herself hanging upside down at an altitude of 10,000 meters. The rope saved her life. She fearfully tightened the rope and tried her best not to fall. At this moment, she remembered her companion in the basket, so she used all her strength to call out to her companion. But her companion lay motionless in the basket. The woman was desperate, but now she could only rely on herself to return to a safe position. She began to swing her legs vigorously. But the situation was getting worse. Because her companion had been unconscious for a long time, she had to think of a way to rescue her companion as soon as possible. However, the altitude of the hot air balloon was still rising. The hot air balloon had unknowingly risen to 13,000 meters. The balloon's exterior was covered with a thick layer of ice and snow, which caused the exhaust valve to freeze and not open normally. She tried to pull open the exhaust valve with the rope, but no matter how hard she tried, the exhaust valve didn't move at all. As the balloon's altitude continued to rise, they had to open the exhaust valve above to be rescued. The woman decided to climb to the top of the hot air balloon and manually open the exhaust valve. But this was not an easy task, because she had no protective measures, and below was a deep abyss. The slightest mistake could cause her to be smashed to pieces, but she had no other choice. After climbing for an unknown period, she finally reached the edge of the hot air balloon. She looked up and found that she was still a very long distance from the top, but her hands were already frostbitten. At this moment, she wanted to grab the hanging rope beside her, but because the distance was too far, she couldn't grab the hanging rope at all.